Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are back in the secret world. Today is, I don't know what day. What is this, Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. I don't keep track of those things. So we're going to continue on in the secret world. We've got quite a few ability points and skill points to spend here. So I think we're going to do a little bit of that first. I got a deck pulled up here. Possibly something I might be interested in getting into. The question is, do we have pistols? Do I have pistols? I do not have pistols. I have a lot of things except pistols. So the question becomes what to do with all these points we have available. For this deck, though, it's suggesting we go into this part of the elementalist tree. Molecular explosion. Whenever you hit an afflicted target, you perform an additional hit that deals 14 magical damage. I think we got something down here that sets an afflicted state. Yes, we do. Whenever you hinder a target. I think the only thing we've got right now that hinders a target is this. So, whenever you hit an afflicted target, you perform an additional attack. Sure. That sounds like actually a pretty good use of points. Now, at this point, this is where you start having to choose between abilities. You've only got the certain number of slots, so if we're going to equip that, we're going to have to get rid of something here. The affected consumer also critically hits. Every 8th attack is a critical hit. Whenever you critically hit, you deal a small amount of damage over time. And sets an afflicted state. So that's another afflicted state. Increases the damage dealt by all elementalism. Shock also deals damage over time. So probably. See, those all sound so good. Is also guaranteed to critically hit. Sadly, the blood charge, the improved blood shield, almost looks like the one that needs to go. So we'll see how things go without that. And we'll just go ahead and stick that down there on our action bar. Looking to see to make sure. We've got a Twitter feed that pops up that sometimes gets a little bit into the screen, but I don't think you can see it on the stream. I don't want you to constantly see the top, few little bit of a Twitter feed popping up all the time. Alright, the next ability in this one that we can't afford yet, because we've got 5 ability points left, is... looks like affects up to 5 enemies in a 5-meter range around you. It's attack that deals 158 magical damage. Affected targets are also hindered and unable to move for 4 seconds. So that would kind of replace that elite, but at the same time, that sets the hindered state. So that's what we're going to gearing toward at the moment. Cannot talk today. I got my tea. It's time to start chugging that. Yeah, that'll help. Alright. So now we've got skill points too. Let's look at some skill points spendages. Oh, we've got 8 here. What do we want to spend those on? Let's see. Head talismans. Increases your magical protection. The major talismans, which we've already got quite a few points in, increases your max health. And the minor talismans increases your physical protection. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could probably spend 3 here. And let's spend physical protection or overall health. Let's go ahead and put some in magical protection here. There we go. That leaves us 2 points. And we'll probably just hang on to those. Oh, we can spend those here in the healing for the blood magic. Alright, so we have allotted all of our points. And you did not see it. Oh, you're talking about the Twitter feed thing? Yeah. So we've got points spent. We've got ability points spent. Looks like we're going to save up. We've got 5 left, and we're just probably going to hold on to those for now. See, this also puts us into this tree. Arc Flash, an elementalism chain that deals a moderate amount of damage to your target, then jumps to nearby enemies. Yada yada yada. That's suggested in that deck. So if we can get in some pistols, we'll see about maybe combining this deck out a little bit. And also, when you finish the deck, you get this outfit. Which, if you're going to run around as a dual pistol wielding gunslinger, then that's probably the outfit you want. At least parts of it. I'm hoping you can just equip parts of it. Like, you don't have to equip the whole thing, because I don't really want the aviators and the giant cowboy hat, but alright, so we've got new passives. You can see your passives right here. So we brought out the new one. Afflicted state, you deal an extra hit for a small amount of damage. So that's looking to afflict things. And we have a few things that hinder and afflict things. So, and this also does extra damage to things that are hindered. Oh, all these states, hindered, afflicted, can be a bit confusing at times. So the question we're on is follow the trail left by Beaumont. I don't think that's the one where we're at. Let's go to the graveyard. Let's do that one. Is that this one? Yep, that's that one. That's the one where we found the severed hand on the delivery truck. And we took a wedding ring off of it. So now we're going to go see about returning the wedding ring to the corpses. And let's just attack something just to try out our new ability set here. And hindered. Oh, and get out of the giant. And Thor's hammer. Boom. Yeah, that was a pretty significant amount of damage we were pouring out there. So we're going to roll out to the graveyard and do this quest. When I logged in today, the server said full, and I was kind of worried I wasn't going to be able to get on the server that, or the, I guess it's not really a server. There's only one server, the Dimension. I wasn't sure exactly how that worked, but it logged right in. So there's apparently quite a few people playing today. Maybe soon we can get to, I need to figure out, look up where you got to go to get into the quest lines that lead you to the Polaris instance, because I'd like to do those. From what I've seen, it's like quality level 2 and 3 stuff, and I'm a mixture of mostly quality level 2 and 3. I think I've got one item left that's like quality level 1. Right, search for Eric and Mindy's grave. What is that? Oh no! Alright, buddy, I'll help you out. I'll even give you Thor's hammer. Oh, you didn't need Thor's hammer. Okay. Yeah, he's a badass. Edmund Franklin. That's not the one we're looking for. Looking for the grave. Alfie Dimmer. Let me pull this little list up. On the bridge to the north. Okay, cool. We'll check that out. Gardner. Randall zombie spawns in the graveyard. Imagine that. Eric and Mindy, bound by death. Return the severed hand to its grave. Click it. Alright, examine the hat. That's a cool hat, man. That looks new and is sporting a Mr. Freezy logo. Can I just take it and put it on? Alright, so now we send a report. Collect our fat loots. Not entirely sure what examining the hat proved, but it's whatever, right? So let's see what we got right now. We've still got to kill the zombie pirate thing. We'll probably go do that next. And we'll see about making sure there's not any other quests over here that we haven't done yet. Quest log's a little on the empty side now. But you only pick up 2 or 3 and all of a sudden it's just full and you can't get any more. Alright, what is this? I assume he's going to talk. Yeah.
Kingsmouth is a book of secrets, an illuminated manuscript waiting for those who would read between the lines. I've seen it spelled out, the hidden truth of this blighted Garden of Eden. For are we not seekers of knowledge, you and I? Even a man of God can have his eyes open to further enlightenment and illumination. To be illuminated under the eye. The pyramid? The Illuminati. I'm with the Illuminati. I don't have a badge or anything like that. I'm what you might call a hobbyist member. But I earned it. I did extensive research on the net. The code words I followed led me to forums. Secret forums. Forums that don't show up on Google. And I'm an avid poster. A valued poster. I know there are paths in Kingsmouth not on any map. The work of the Illuminati is everywhere. A secret gospel, chapter and verse throughout the town. Signs and formulae. That's why you're here, isn't it? Now, my work is not exhaustive. There are elements of our grand plan I may have overlooked. Tiny details still left unexplored. I trust we have each other's disclosure.
Alright, I kind of remember doing this quest in beta. I think it's something about going outside and seeing the sewer caps. Covers to the manholes. I think. Or is this not that quest? This may not be that quest. Follow the Illuminati symbols. I could have sworn that's what this quest was. Sprint, damn you! Oh, I just passed the first one. That's so. This is the one. Okay. Yeah, we're rocking out some damage on these little lobies. And I bet we can't use that, can we? If we want a health increase, we can. We don't really want to give up other stuff for that right now. Alright, so we're going to examine the sewer cap. There it is. I examined you. Keep falling out of sprint and I keep forgetting to take another one. And it's looking like they turned back there. Yep, there it is. And there's just a giant black hole. What the? Oh, come on. There we go. My big chain lightning. There we go. I'm not sure if that's a graphical glitch or what there. We'll just keep going down this road and see if there's not another one. There's one there. And there's one. Shoot stuff as we run by. And there's one that's kind of open. I can't click on that one either. So, that's the sewer we went into when we followed the quest where this kind of led us down into it. That dude looks pretty good. Good job, man. Oh, Illuminati symbols. Oh, there's another one. Well, at least we're making our way to the Kill the Pirate King thing. Oh, well, there it is on the... No, that's another signal flare. I thought we finished that. I guess we'll go ahead and do that now, then. Since we're down here. Illuminati 2013, yeah. Give him the old Thor's hammer. And get down here and get this flare set off so we can get that part over with. Oh, Thor's hammer is awesome, man. It's probably my favorite thing in the game. In all honesty, I'm not even sure which dimension. I think it's the RP dimension that I'm on. I don't remember the name of it. Yeah, I'm looking at the... I've just been kind of freeform building. And I've got the blood, just enough blood to pick up the blood shield. I've been looking at the deck that's got the pistols and the elementalist in it, stuff like that. But I've just been freeform building kind of the things I want for right now. Just... been enjoying that, just picking up abilities here and there as I go. But I definitely want some of the outfits to come along with those decks. Alright, I think are we out of Illuminati symbols, but we can go kill the Pirate King real quick. Or the Pirate King, the dead pirate, whatever. We can kill this guy too. There's somebody else running clear across the map from things. Been there, done that. No, I haven't done the Polaris yet. I've been talking about I want to get into that. Based on the looking for groups in the chat, I think that I'm just about ready equipment-wise. I'm going to go find the quest giver, Tashub, is that your name in chat? He let me know where the quest giver was on the bridge on the north side of town, so I'm going to go check it out and do that either today or tomorrow, one or the other. We might do that here in just a little bit if we're ready. I don't think I'm going to... Yeah, I guess I am. Probably going to be on the beach. Let's get that quest up. Light in the sky, sing of the Dixie Bull. Find and kill the pirate zombie. I keep saying the Pirate King, but it's the pirate zombie. Mainly quality 2 gear. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that as far as that's what I thought. See, there's quality 3. My blood's quality 1, but that's not the main one I'm using. There's a 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 3, 0. Wow, I really need to do something about that head talisman. See, I think we quest, you know, for maybe an hour or so, and I get another piece of gear or two. I think I should be ready to do it. You said you enjoyed it, though? Because, I mean, it looks... I don't know, man. If the questing and the way the quest and stuff run are any indication, the dungeons ought to be just awesome to do. I've seen, of course, all the highlights and stuff that they, you know, all the media events that went on before. They kind of showcased all that stuff, but I tried really hard not to watch an entire dungeon run because, you know, although I report on these things and write articles about these things, I don't want to be any more spoiled than I have to when it comes time to play it. And it's hard kind of maintaining that balance sometimes. Some big bosses. Yeah, I've heard that the last boss is just like awesome. And I've seen bits and pieces of that one. But every time I start to see a video of that, I go ahead and cut that off. I'm like, okay, yeah, the guy looks awesome, turn it off. That's all I want to see. I see a bunch of running around. Let's get on this boat and see if we can get this lore item. Can't jump on that. And I'm stuck on nothing. Yay. Ha. Look at there. Smarter than the average bear. Alright, man. Appreciate the follow. We'll see you next time you come around. Appreciate you popping in. Alright. Pirate Zombie. We are looking for you, son. Zoom that out so I can kind of see the area. You would kind of think maybe... Oh, there he is. That's the name, dude. I'm assuming that's who we're looking for. Yeah. Love Thor's hammer. And oh, I thought we was gonna get a second one in there. Now I'm sad. Only one Thor's hammer. Send a report. Get our loots. Get another ability point. We'll be ready to buy another of the expensive abilities here in a minute. Alright, so we got that. We've got another flare. Let's finish that quest line out while we're just standing here. Because it looks like it's just right over here on the other side of the pier. That'd be just like me to run all the way around on the wrong side of a pier that you have to come all the way back around on. There's a quest somewhere to kill these pods and stuff out here too. I don't remember where I got that from. What to look at. Oh my goodness! Dodge, you piece of crap! Or we'll just Thor's hammer your face. Uh-oh. See? The auto-targeting can be great sometimes and really annoying other times. Lots of gear. Alright, now go to the morning light camp. Haven't we already been out there? Yep, a couple dozen times. So we set these flares. And the original quest said to see what happens. Nothing really happened. I was kind of expecting something. So this was the last Illuminati symbol I saw. And we've already done that quest. So it looks like I may be doing something wrong. Maybe following the Illuminati symbols on the manhole covers weren't what I was supposed to be doing. Wasn't what I was supposed to be doing. This was a nice place back before all hell broke loose. It's not pointing, is it? Is it pointing? Or was I just supposed to be following the symbols? Because there weren't any symbols any farther out than that. Let's use their pointing theory. Because they're pointing back the way I came from. They lead me back to the church. Oh man. Pointing. Zombies. Pointing. Pointing that way. Pointing that way. Right? Because I mean, if it's not, it's like pointing off to the side. Oh, there's another one there, so let's just assume that it's pointing that way then. Endure Thor's hammer. Oh, ow. Can't do that to me. I'm an important guy. I work for the Illuminati. Alright, if we're going with the pointing theory, where exactly did you come from? You know I can Thor's hammer you, right? Thor's hammer! Yeah! It's gonna be my new character name of choice from now on to infinity. Changing my name of everything to Thor's hammer. Come on, guys. Really? Just from all the way over there for no reason? Come on. Alright, well, we lived barely, taking on 3 or 4 of those guys at once. kind of missed the improved blood barrier. Improved blood shield, whatever. Lore, more lore stuff. Alright. More Illuminati symbols are pointing that way. At least in my head, they're pointing that way, right? Come on. Alright, Illuminati symbols that are pointing this direction. To a place that I've already been. Alright, well. Not seeing anything particularly useful here. Besides this lore item over here. So, code tier 1. I don't want to see a video. Plaque on the docks behind the house at the end of the pier. Oh. Now see, wasn't I already standing here? At least I'm not completely crazy. I didn't invent the symbols are pointing in this direction thing. In the memory of Franz Hals, who perished in light in 1666. Find the location referenced in the message. In the seat of power, the navigation immortalized, illuminating the path to the sleeping priest and Fletcher. In the seat of power, the navigator immortalized. Illuminating the path to the sleeping priest and Fletcher. I'm assuming that's the lighthouse. Is there a lighthouse? I don't remember seeing a lighthouse. Surely there's a lighthouse. Oh yeah, there's a lighthouse right there. So that's my first guess. And we're gonna go. My second guess would be, since it says seat of power, I don't know, I wouldn't think so, but I mean, it talks about an illuminating light and had a giant lighthouse up in the seal. My second guess is going to be City Hall in town. I know I've seen like a City Hall thing in town, because the seat of power makes me think that. Oh, that thing's the lighthouse? Really? I was expecting like a... I didn't even register that as being a lighthouse. I was expecting... I don't know. When I was there earlier, I thought that was like a... water tower or something. I don't know. That's where dude hung himself, so... I'm thinking this probably isn't where we're trying to go. Doesn't just give us a big green go here dummy spot, does it? No. Alright. So it doesn't look like the lighthouse, because that's the quest location for that other thing. So I don't see any other lighthouses, so my next guess is City Hall. What do you think, Tashub? You got a guess on where we're supposed to be going? As I run into things while staring at the stream chat. I had a tree just run right out in front of me yesterday. It was the craziest thing. I was just running along, all of a sudden, boom, tree. It just got right in my way. Oh, and we are not going the right way. To town! Sounds like a plan. I mean, you can always look this up, but I mean, this is kind of part of what this game is trying to figure stuff out and explore around and be wrong a few times. It's not always the most entertaining thing to watch other people screw up and get things wrong constantly over and over. I understand that. That's why if I get stubbed on something for too long, I'll just go ahead and look it up while I'm streaming, because I don't want to sit here forever going, I don't know what to do. But yeah, if you guys want to contribute any ideas or notions, feel free to throw them out there, and we will always try them out. And now we will try to remember which road City Hall was on. Get away from me, zombies! I need to check my chronicle on how many zombies I've killed. It's nearing Left 4 Dead proportions. It's getting pretty pathetic. Oh, you've already done this one? Okay, yeah. This other part is running around. I think this is, yeah, Town Hall. I'm gonna run in and pretend like I know what I'm... Whoa! A bunch of pictures lit up. Really? I always forget that the AoE takes 3 resources and I always try to push it up to 2. I can't see what these things are. But I'm going to assume I'm looking for a certain picture of the navigator immortalized. Maybe I should just be clicking on all these. There's nothing there. I don't think this one's it either, but I'm just going to click on all of them while I'm beside of them, just to double check. I'll let you know when it's my official guess of which one I'm looking for. Here's official guess 1. Can't really tell if he's navigating. Kind of looks like maybe he is. Yep. Look at there. Oh, only click the one you want? Oops. I was clicking all of them. Was it supposed to spawn monsters or something? Time is the province of kings and gods. The hands of time point to truths written by kings in the words of God. The path is open to the enlightened. Find the next hidden location. Alright, time is the province of kings and gods. The hands of time point to truths written by kings in the words of God. The path is opened to the enlightened. It used to send you down a wrong path. Oh, okay. Yeah, because if they're going to highlight them all, I was just kind of assuming you just... I didn't know if you were really going to need to find a specific picture. It sounded like you were going to, but it looks like they've done a really good job of making sure to... If they spell something out as a clue, you're going to need to find that particular thing in the clue, and that's really awesome. It's just not... They didn't just throw out a... Hey, go to the city hall and click all the pictures till you find what you're looking for. Path is open to the enlightened. The hands of time point to truths written. So I assume we're looking for a clock. Is there a clock on the church? Because that's what that sounds like. Where is there a clock? There's not a clock on the front of this building, is there? No. And it sounds like I'm getting chased by zombies. I am getting chased by zombies. Just, I'll let them come in here. Come on, zombies. Come get me. Oh, they didn't come in and get melted. That's sad. Alright. I don't think there was a clock. The hands of time. Will this tell me what that said again so I can... Yeah, here we go. Oh, it doesn't show the words. Time is the province of kings and gods. The hand of time points to truths written by kings in the words of God. A whole lot of talk of gods and enlightened and hands of time, which scream, hey, find a clock. And there's probably like a very obvious one that I just haven't noticed somewhere. There's not a clock inside of here, is there? I'm getting a little bit of server lag. The dimension said it was full. So I don't know if that's because of something they did in the little patch. Or if it's just a bunch of people playing, so we're getting a little bit of server lag today. Alright, I am making it completely obvious that I am in the wrong place right now. There's no clock on this building, nor does it look like there was ever a clock on the front of this building. Or anywhere in this building. You know, 2 clocks, and they're both in the same building? Yeah, it figures. Let's go back to City Hall and make sure I didn't just... Or Town Hall, whatever they call it. Make sure I didn't miss something in there. This quest has been sending me to a different location every time, so I don't think I'm supposed to still be in here, but we'll look and double check. Get off me. More fist weapons, yay. Hey, there's a soda machine. Hook me up. Thirsty. And I remember coming here and searching for files. It's a lore item. So it wasn't a complete waste coming in here. Alright. The hands of time. Point the way, or some crap like that. What did they say exactly? Time is the province of kings and gods. The hands of time point to truce. Written by hands of kings and the word of God. Belmont, Pope Cove, Angel Street. Oh, come on, really? All right. Well, there's an Angel Street and there's a Pope Cove that lead into Fetcher Bay. So, Kings and Gods. I'm probably completely overthinking it, but whatever. Solomon Road, Lingmore Bridge, Priest Heights. We're going to run this direction because I need a direction to run in. Head down towards Pope Cove and look for a clock. Oh, I thought there was one on the front of the museum there. And we're going to aggro every zombie in this entire town while we do it. Come on, attack the chick that's in front of me, please. Alright, back to what we were doing. Whoa, lag. Alright, hang on, let me stop for a second. And it's not going to let me stop. Getting some horrendous server lag. Last couple times I did this, the server went down not long after that. And it looks like that may be what's happening right now. Stream looks like it's still going, so it's not my internet. Server has frozen. Oh, happy day. Yep, there we go. Close the program. Tell you what I can do that's not cheating is look up where I can find a clock in Kingsmith. I don't want to look for the answer to the quest, but I can probably look up, you know, hey, where's the clocks at in Kingsmith without, and that's not cheating, right? I don't think it's cheating, so I may do that instead of saving all this running around. Let's see if we can get back into the game. Right in front of them a moment ago? Yeah, that figures. That doesn't surprise me in the least. Skip through all this. Alright. Yeah, Arcadia. That's a good thing to try to remember when people ask me which dimension I'm in. I think that's the only RP one, though. And yes, I chose RP because I might geek out and try some RP for the first time ever. This game, if you were ever going to try RP for the first time, I believe this would be the game to give it a shot in. And I'll probably, if I do get to log back in, I'll probably be dead because I was completely surrounded by zombies. So be ready for a corpse run, and yes, be ready for a corpse run. Alright, well, at least we're not like clear across the map from our body like we usually are. I mean, I never die in MMOs, ever. And have to corpse run back. Clocks. I was right in front of clocks. I was where I was trying to go just a moment ago. I guess I'll get my body. Server seems somewhat stable. I just don't want to come back to life just in time to lag out and die again. There's a big baddie. Resurrect. Need to get used to that. Yeah, I'm glad I'm the only one. I'm not the only one that just dies just constantly. I mean, if you're playing and having fun, and you're gonna die in games, it's just part of it. Especially with these super squishy build that I'm running, and all the equipment and stats that I'm taking are all pretty much glass cannon. Alright, so I was right in front of them a moment ago. So we're going to backtrack. And still miss completely where we're trying to go. Get off me! And I don't think this is the road that had the city hall on it. Boom! Boom! Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. The Secret World Clocks. Kingsmouth. Code spoilers. I don't think this is going to give me... See, probably... the point of the path is open and enlightened. I don't want to see the whole spoiler. I just want to see the doorway leading to the stairs in Town Hall. Okay, I'm not going to read any further than that. So there was a... Look, I even went back in there. Look at that crap. Look at that. I am just the worst at missing obvious stuff and aggroing just mobs of zombies. I'm good at that too. No, you're not a zombie, you're a player. Alright, so... And look, there's another clock right there. Right, let's see. Now what that's supposed to be telling me, hell if I know. Oh, I can't tell. I can't tell what's the minute hand and the second hand and the... Looks like it says 10 after 10. But the way the clocks, or it's 8:50, or it could be... It's hard to tell. map show me coordinates? No. Ten. Okay, that's what it kind of looked like. It said. With this little thing off the side there, I couldn't tell for sure. So. Oh, look, he's got a little, he's like drawing Illuminati symbols on his little piece of paper. So now back to the message in the quest journal. Yeah, just pulled that up. Hands of time point to truths written by kings in the words of God. The path is opened to the enlightened. Find the next hidden location. Is that like a Bible verse or something? Point to truths written by kings in the word. That's what it sounds like. A Bible verse in the King James Version. I do not know squat about the Bible, so Kings 10:10. King Solomon. Hey, there's something about Solomon here. Solomon Road. Alright. She gave the king in 20 talents of gold and of spices, very great store, and precious stones. There came no more such abundance of spices as these, which the Queen of Sheba gave to King Solomon. So there's some, that's the entrance road though that you come in on. Avenue, Lovecraft Lane. The more you start paying attention to some of these quests and some of these road names, you can tell that none of these roads were accidentally named anything. They were just like, oh, I'm bored. Let's name this road, yada, yada, yada. Oh, there's Solomon Road continues up here. For whatever reason. So, Queen of Sheba gave the King Solomon spices and stuff like that. Is that the best? Is there like a more English-y translated version of that somewhere? Romans. Let's go. Let's do this. Kings 10:10. See if we get more results of that actual verse there. New Living Translation. This, you give the king a gift of 9,000. It's over 9,000! Great quantities of spices and precious jewels. Never again were so many spices brought in as those the Queen of Sheba gave to King Solomon. And it's time for the truths written by kings in the words of God. The path is opened to the enlightened. The path is opened to the enlightened. So we're getting this in stages here. The hands of time points written by the kings of the word. That's what we're at now. And the path is open to the enlightened. She gave them to King Solomon. At this point, my best guess is to go out here and check out that. Delete that marker. And when we get out there, maybe there'll be something out there that makes sense once you get out there and see it. I don't see anything on the map there, but there's King's Strait. Path is open to the enlightened. And Priest Island. You know where the path is open to the inland. We got to go back out there anyway to turn in this other quest, so that's what we'll do first. And we're going to run really slow while we do it. For another building, yeah. It's just a matter if I'm looking for the right building. King of Books. Spices and stores. Sunshine Deli. HP Arts and Crafts. That's clever. HP Arts and Crafts. Soup Kitchen. Wild Clean Cut Barbershop. General Store. No, now you're going to have me running around town. Reading all that. Which is apparently something that I should have done in the beginning, was pay more attention to what buildings and stores and shops and stuff was in this town as I ran through. Yeah, my first guess would be go out here to the Solomon Road area, but I mean, there's not any freaking buildings out there. So, Priest House. Historical residence. Solomon Priest. Yeah, there's a lore item. We'll pick that up while we're here. Yay! Oh, Maggie, hush. What is this? Keypad. I don't know that this necessarily has anything to do with the quest that we're on, though. Yeah. Oh, that is it? Oh, shit. Now I gotta figure out what the code is. It makes my brain hurt. I guess if it's lit up, then it does have something to do with the quest that I'm currently on, doesn't it? Oh, the code. What is the code? The code is kill zombies. I can't move while that's open, apparently. Alright, quest journal. Whoops. That one's not it. Okay. Time is the promise king of gods and the hands of time point to truths granted by kings and the words of God. The path is open to the enlightened. So it's 10:10. And we found the Bible verse. That is not the page we had that had a more plain word conversation of what was happening. She gave the king 120 talents of gold. Clicky, clicky. 120. Booyah. Let me in. Solo instance. I can't exit out any of that. See, my problem was I was looking for the plain and words translation, and I seen the 9,000, and I thought that I'd found it, but I should have stuck with what was originally written. All right. And with minor interactive, or probably more than minor interactive help, we have figured out an entire quest line, and we are somewhere with sparking lights. We're in a basement, and now we got to use a computer. That computer right there. All right. Input password or type hint. As the famous Solomon priest once said, light conquers all. So, a famous Solomon priest. Who'd that be? Wait, what? The guy's name was Solomon Priest? Yeah, as the famous Solomon Priest once said, light conquers all. This is not going to be it. At all. Alright. I don't want the spoiler. I'm going to cover covering the bottom of the screen so I can't see any more than what I'm currently looking at. This is not a spoiler website. Okay, and that doesn't really help me either. Maybe we should be just looking up light conquers all. Solomon Priest. The answer is in my quest journal. The promise of the kings and gods, hands of time. So now we're more on the way path, simply for sure. The memory of France who's perished in light. Go trying to follow the traces of Illuminati to uncover. Oh, I remember hearing something about that's what this says. Actually, is light conquers all. I don't remember where I saw that at. Where did I see that at? Because I accidentally saw that. I think it was Total Biscuit's stream, because he wasn't doing this quest, but he was doing the sewer caps, and I think somebody told him that what they said in Latin was Light conquers all. Alright. So now I'm using the computer and access secure artifacts. I don't remember. Oh, it'd help if I get out of the chat box, wouldn't it? Alright, safe being open. Please stand clear of the well. Collect the eye artifact. Collect the pyramid artifact. Collect the phoenix artifact. And I've got some pretty loud thunder and rain going on outside right now. So if all of a sudden the whole stream just disappears, it's because electricity went out or something. So yeah, easy as pie. Absolutely. So simple. Even a child could do that. Man. Let's see. And what's awesome about this game is, I mean, I've spent, what, even with your help, I've been doing that quest for, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes. But at no point did I ever say, oh, I'm sick of this quest. I want to go do something else. It was pretty awesome, you know, looking at that stuff and trying to figure that out. And I think I could have done it on my own eventually, but it would have took longer than what it did with your help. And I was definitely going to have to Google where the clocks were, because I was not seeing those at all. And even when I did see them, it was hard for me to tell what they actually said. It was kind of weird the way they were rendered in the game. So now we've got the go to the Moonlight Camp. Let's go in here and make sure the priest, that's the last, I think that was the last. Yeah, with me being on a stream, sometimes I feel obligated to kind of read the spoilers, so that I'm not sitting there doing the same crap, you know, for 45 minutes, banging my head up against walls and trying to figure out number codes and stuff like that. But you know, when I'm out on my own, you know, I like to try to give it some time, and that lasted about as long as I would have liked it to. I mean, it's kind of intense. It's a little brain intense without making you scream, "Oh my God, I've been working so hard today. I'm mentally exhausted." But, you know, it's just enough of a change of pace that now I'm ready to go electrocute some more zombies to death. It's a very nice break from the mind-numbing mashing of buttons that is the combat. Sprinting, sprinting, sprinting. Oh, I'm going to run face first into that mass grave, too. We died like that yesterday. Attacked something a little too close to the center of that mass grave, and 3 of the big monsters and the whole mess of zombies. Horde of zombies, I guess.
Hey, man.
What the? Don't be talking to me, man. You talk too much. You high as hell, dog. Look at you. All right. And I think we've done all the quests out here as well. Sure does look like it. So what we've got left is just this one quest for right now till we find some more. Follow the trail left by Beaumont. We're on tier 7 of 18 for that, and I don't know at what point. I remember where we picked that up to continue that at. So I am going to look this one up just because I don't remember where we were even at when we started it, so it'd be hard to follow this guy around. Whatever it was Joe Slater was talking about, a man called Beaumont seems to have it in his possession. He stole the song and moved the mysterious item to a safer place, but he can't use it yet. He called it a key, but he has yet to locate the lock, and he cursed the Illuminati in there. Labyrinth, that sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. Where? Oh, that was that solo instance that we did yesterday afternoon. Okay. So that's the biggest problem, is just trying to remember what it was and where we were at and what the heck we were doing when we got it. All right. Black Heart of the Island, Illuminati Archives, fucking tunnels, must be an entrance, but where? Several entrances all lead to archives, one basement, secret, forgotten, inconspicuous, aerial view, scenic tour, scenic flights, Kingsmouth Municipal Airport. Looks like where we are going. Because I don't think this guy left like I don't remember a physical trail being out when we came out of that room. I'm pretty sure it was by follow the trail. It means the clue. So, see, I'm pretty sure this is the door that we came out of for that. So, to the airport with the run fast. You know what this game needs? Sparkle ponies. No, not really. Although probably eventually it will have sparkle ponies. Here's the bridge. If you weren't here yesterday, when you're dead, run across this bridge in spirit form. And you're going to see some stuff that's not here when you run through it like this. And it was pretty cool, pretty creepy, pretty dark. Some of you probably already seen it. Some of you might have seen it yesterday when I ran through it. If you haven't, when you die, I recommend running through the covered bridge. It's not like a great big, oh my God, I can't believe that's in the game, but it's pretty cool to see. And how did we miss this yesterday? Follow the trail of blood and find out what happened. We'll do this one. Follow the trail of blood. There's blood. I can't tell if that's blood or not. Oh, there, that definitely is blood. And that's a monster. In case you couldn't tell, that's a monster. Sometimes I wonder how I can tell when things are monsters or not. As much as I miss some of the big obvious stuff. Turn the mob volume down a little bit. Ooh, can bust your face. Trail of blood. There's the body I'm looking for. Simple enough. Oh, come on, get in range. What the? Yeah. You might as well get ready for it. Thor's hammer. Boom. Oh, I was expecting that to hurt a little worse than it did. And yes, Thor's hammer is my favorite ability in the game so far. So far. Alright. Retrieve the policeman's badge. We can do that. Ooh, it's yucky. Bloody police badge. Deliver the badge to Sheriff Bonnerman. So we'll have to go all the way back into town for that. We're not going to do that right now. Instead, we'll get back on the road and continue our way to the airport. And actually, we may hang a left right up here and just see the quests that are up here at this little, because I haven't been, except when I died and ran out of here, I haven't been up here yet, so we'll check this out, because I feel like we're slowly winding down the Kingsmouth stuff, and all that stuff's locked.
Want to go another round of confirm or deny while the centrifuge spins up?
Do I have a choice?
Confirm or
Agents
deny.
in the Solomon Island disaster,
You are an
please
overachiever
drive
since your
around on
parents named you
container.
after a more famous Harrison.
Airlift you to the site of the wrecked container ship.
Confirm or deny? You ordered one of those I'm a Valley Girl sweatshirts from the company store.
Is that the? Oh,
One
yeah,
in
that's the
pink
group.
and
There's
one
the
in oatmeal.
Polaris. Okay,
I mean, confirm.
we'll probably do that.
Confirm or deny. You play a mean tenor sax.
We'll do that here
You'd only know that
in
if
just a
you read my
moment.
profiling, Radcliffe.
Are you asking me to confirm or deny this specific
Ragnar
activity
Tornquist
assigned to
confirmed yesterday that they've got monthly updates coming, and including dungeon finders, group finders, things like that. I'm assuming that I need a group to go, that this isn't just going to like auto group me. I don't see any reason why it would. Looking for one more tank for Polaris. I'm definitely not a tank. It's kind of exciting. I mean, it's got to be understandable
Do I have a choice?
why people would be iffy
Confirm or
on
deny.
whether or not Funcom was
You
going
are
to
an
fully support
overachiever
something.
since your parents named you after a more
And that
famous
chick
Harris
just
center.
talks so
Strongly
much.
Confirm or
Harrison, they
deny.
placed defense
You ordered
barricades
one
around their
of those I'm a
position.
Valley Girl
Are
sweatshirts
attacking
from the
them,
company
ripping the
store.
technology from the
What do you
barriers. They're
think,
stealing
you want
away
an
it.
oatmeal?
Defend the
I
defensive
mean,
barriers.
confirm.
Let's do that.
Confirm or deny.
But yeah, I mean, it's awesome if they're really going to stick with
Hi.
this,
Hey. Hello.
because this game has
I
really
know
surprised a
you.
lot of
I
people,
mean,
including
not
myself,
the
as
collective
far
you.
as the quality of
Whatever
the
collective
quests,
is
and
for superhero.
I'm starting to
game's
think
been
we're
running
doing
pretty
this on
well.
purpose. Lost satellite signal again.
so I mean, things
Word
are
is we're not
things are
going to
going good
see
with it,
any-
and I'm excited.
Another one of our friendly neighborhood Spider-Men?
That
Welcome
dude
to the
is
party.
tall.
Dig in. There's enough cake for everyone.
It's not sarcasm. He isn't capable of sarcasm.
She's right. I'm Blake. This is my associate, Ms. Radcliffe. We represent an independent think tank, working with the CDC, troubleshooting agency, for particular kinds of trouble. Like Mount Vernon, Iowa last summer. You didn't hear about what happened there. That's my point. We're a long-term, goal-oriented organization. Our role here is to maintain a scientific overview of the situation, not to intervene.
I was
that's what we
just about to
Not
say,
intervening.
is that Tim
Maintaining a
Russ? Because
scientific
that
overview
sounded a
of the
lot
situation,
like Tuvok.
Despite continuing setbacks.
I don't know if you
some
noticed the change in my
high
face, but it
risk skill set
just
might
hit
be
me
better aligned
that
to
I
deal with.
recognized that
He
voice.
means you. And I'm sure I didn't need to say that bit. Those things, those monsters, they're tearing up our perimeter. I mean, actually tearing it up and carrying it off. This has the potential to be bad on so many levels.
on multiple levels.
A flight of superheroes? A fray?
We're done here.
Yep. I just turned my head because I was sitting there, I was playing with the dog, and I was listening, and about that time it hit me. I was like, wait, I recognize that voice. That is awesome. You're awesome, Harrison Blake. You're my new hero. Oh, get to the defense perimeter. That's out there. We'll do that.
Leaving already? Was it
Defend the perimeter. Hope this is something I can do by myself. Does he really? Now that's awesome. Makes a red shirt reference. Alright, 2 down. Just go ahead and stun him where he's at. And give him Thor's hammer! Okay, see? My little molten earth did not even affect him. He had it on him, but he just kept on trucking. Boom! Your face. That must hurt. Oh, I had to consume resources that time to do that. Find bits of the barricade stolen by the Drow. Oh, See, that one has a dummy arrow. I like dummy arrows. And there I go again, aggroing everything within a 5 billion mile radius. Get out of that. I need a nice big AoE that I can drop on the ground, because this is... I get more than a couple of these big bad dudes, I'm in trouble. Especially the big bad dudes that I don't even know how they even aggroed on me, because I weren't anywhere near them. I mean, where does that guy path back to? I mean, look, you can't even see him now. Alright, whatever. I think we spawn right here up here by the thing, though. Let's not spawn in a spot where everything is just going to auto aggro me. Even though everything will just auto aggro me anyway. I may want to look into my passages again real quick. And... come on, hit the right button. Still didn't hit the right button. Here's what we're looking for. Okay, let's go to here. Increases the amount healed and absorbed, blah, blah. I think we want to put that back in. But that's the one we just picked up. Extra damage. Hinder target. Also deal a small amount of damage over time. Whenever you activate Anima Charge, the affected consumers also guaranteed to critically hit. I use that every time it's off cooldown. Every other 8th attack is guaranteed. Whenever you critically hit, you deal damage over time. Let's take that one out. And let's put Rapid Shield back in here. And let's just try that and see how that does. There you can see my passives. Because I can always I can switch that one back in whenever we go into an instance. Let's see. I need to keep an eye out on the chat here for people looking for Polaris instance groups. Because if we don't do it today, as soon as I log on tomorrow, that's going to be the thing we're trying to do. But we may do it here in just a minute. Because it's raining outside, so I can't go work at the Haunted Woods today anyway, so I don't want to go get soaking wet and just run around in the mud out there. Wow, these things just kick my ass. Yeah, I'm gonna die again. There ain't really much I can do about it. I can't spam that heal enough to... And I'm standing in poison. Ah, it's my aggravated face. I don't mind, you know, the brain teasers and figuring that stuff out, and stuff's not what you thought it was at first, but all this things aggroing you, and one minute I'm just absolutely owning everything I come in contact with, and the next minute none of my abilities can do any damage to anything, and my AoEs just don't work. That's just aggravating. That's just aggravating. Let's see. Moderate amount of damage and roots nearby enemies. Yeah. I mean, I know they're supposed to be harder, but I mean, dead gum. Don't aggro me, please. I don't think picking up anything in here is going to be... Heals targets low health for an extra amount. I mean, that may possibly be useful. Damage absorbed by all your barriers. We may want to buy into that. Oh, that's another passive. Oh, crap, but I just spent points on it, too. I don't got room for you. Learn a lesson. Learn a lesson. So now we're going to have to wait to get that. We'll get those points here pretty quick. Alright, we're just going to try to avoid these guys every chance we get. And find bits of the barricade. This looks like bits of the barricade. Destroy the stolen... Oh, I got to blow them up. Okay. I can do that. I think. Okay. I was expecting a life bar. When the life bar didn't pop up, I was like, stop shooting. Three. Four. My keyboard's not. There we go. My strafing wasn't working there for a minute. And 5. Yay! There's one of the ability points back that we just wasted. Oh, we got some skill points too. Those will come in handy. Collect an empty gas can and collect a funnel. That scared me. Did you just aggro me? Nope. Okay. Oh, there's 2 of them there. Alright, dudes. Can I just fight you one at a time, please? I would just love that. One v one me, bro. Come at me. Yeah. See? Not so bad. Not so bad. Every time I hear one breathe the wrong way, I think it's aggroing me. Right, empty gas can in this circle here somewhere. Something was... Oh, no, this is hose, apparently. Oh, I think I fixed the sneeze. Okay, it passed. Sorry. I was trying to remember not to just sneeze directly into the microphone. And I was like, well, if I could just not sneeze at all, that would be great too. He left me a little prison at the end to get out of. Alright. Collecting hose. Oh, where am I at? So we got to go here, then we'll have to go across to the road. So we'll go over there and finish out the thing that's in all the boss monsters while we're out here. Avoiding aggroing as many things as we can possibly avoid aggroing. And this one is the empty gas can. Normal guy wants to meet up. I have no idea what that means. Is that a group? Somebody invited me to a group. Is that what just happened? Alright, got my gas can. Thor's hammer! Get out of that. Dimension playfield. Oh, okay. That's another thing. If somebody was sending me tales, I don't know if I would notice or not because it's like its own little window. Unless tales show up here, and this is just where you go if you only want to see those. Who knows? Alright, collect a funnel. Funnel's always useful. Siphon gas from an abandoned car. That'd be one of these. Look at me, professional gas thief. Burn a pod cluster.